Hey everybody, welcome back to Masked Pundit TV, and now in today's video I'm going to be giving my preview and prediction for the game later today in the Carabao Cup Semi-Final, the first leg, Arsenal versus Chelsea, or Chelsea versus Arsenal I should say, is Stamford Bridge. So let's get into it. So obviously, without looking ahead at, the possibility of the final, I did want to wait and do this video today. I usually do it the day before, but I wanted to do it today. Um, because I wanted to see who the winner of this fixture plays. Obviously there's two legs, so nothing's guaranteed, but just this tie. And it looks like it'll be Man City in the final, so that's the interesting one there. But obviously Chelsea, managed by Jim Visinha now, had his first game against Charlton, with the greatest respect in the world to Charlton. This is a game we're really going to see the early signs of what he could possibly bring to Chelsea, because it is a different level. You know, Obviously, it's his first game at Stamford Bridge as well, and it's against Arsenal, so the crowd are really going to be up for it, as they always are against us. So, you know, it's going to be a tough game. I think they're going to be about some key players. Caicedo is going to be out for this because suspended. You don't get me wrong, I think he's quite a Caicedo, but he does like a red card every now and then, doesn't he? I'm not sure about Cucurella. I'm not sure if he's out or not. Forgive me for that. I should have researched that beforehand. But Arsenal, obviously, we've got some injury concerns as well. Saliba's a concern. Trossard's also a concern. You know, so obviously players like Mascara, they're still out. Calafiori's still out. They're not going to be available for this game. It is. It's a very, very tough injury crisis. When it rains, it pours at the back. But every team gets injuries, and you just got to get on with it the best you can. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I am excited for this game. You see, I'm interested to see with Chelsea as well what team they put out. How strong do they go? Because obviously, they want to win this tournament. Of course they do. Every team wants to win every tournament. Um, Especially with Chelsea. They're not really in a title race. Unlikely they'll win the Champions League. So this is a good trophy for them. Arsenal, I mean, we might win the Premier League. We're still Premier League leaders, and we want to win the trophy still. So, but I'm interested with Chelsea because they're in a position where they're fighting for Champions League qualification. They might not qualify, So how strong do they go here with their mind already on the Premier League game this weekend? I'm interested to see. Now, obviously, they've got the squad depth, so a little rotation for them is not going to do too much. But I'm interested. Will it be a first team, or will it be a slightly weakened Chelsea team? I am interested to see that. Because obviously the senior is going to want Champions League qualification on his first season. That's going to be the goal. This cup is just a bonus. I mean, it's a good win this tournament. It's a good setup for him. He already been in there for a few months, and he's already got a trophy. So it would be nice for him, but obviously it's over 2 legs. I'll take a draw in the away leg for sure. Take it to draw. Then we go to the Emirates, just finish off the job there. A win here is very, very nice, puts us in a good position. As long as we go into the Emirates, as long as it's not a 2 or more goal deficit going into the Emirates, I think we'll be okay. Personally, but you never know. Anything's possible in football. But let's get into the predicted lineup. Let's do that. Okay, so in goal, I'm going to go with a Kepa. He's the cup goalkeeper. I have no problems with him. I don't see the point in changing him later in the later round. So yeah, I'm going to go with Kepa. Right back, I'm going to go with Ben White. Because I'm actually going to put Timber as the right centre back because of the doubts for Saliba. I could be completely wrong and Saliba could play, but I could be playing it completely safe. I need to clear this up. In the last game, I said Nketiah would play. I completely forgot he went off injured against Liverpool, didn't he? So that was my mistake. That was my mistake. I didn't know how bad the injury was. But yeah, he's out for a little bit as well. So, but yeah, no, I'll go with Timber as the right centre back. I think that's what they'll do. And left centre back, I'm going to go with Gabriel. That doesn't change. We've got to go strong as well. And left back, I'm going to go with Lewis Skelly. Listen, Lewis Skelly, I've not been convinced by this season. Didn't think he had a great game against Portsmouth, but yeah, we know the quality is there. We know he is a good player. You know, he filled in, did the job last season when we needed him to step in for Kaya Fiore. The quality is there. I'm not giving up on him yet. In the midfield, now, as the more defensive midfielder, I'm actually going to go with Mikel Merino. Thought he was really good against Portsmouth. And then again, obviously, big difference between doing it against Chelsea and doing it against Portsmouth. But yeah, I thought he did really well in that role. And, you know, it's why not try it? I mean, Declan Rice could obviously play there, but we like Declan Rice going forward. Movino, obviously, we know how much of a threat he can be in the box going forward. So he could also play that role fine. But yeah, I thought, why not try him out in that number 6 sort of role? And then the other midfielder is going to be Declan Rice, obviously. You know, he was fully rested in the game against Portsmouth. He'll play. You know, it's actually his birthday today as well, I believe. So happy birthday, Declan Rice. But yeah, it would be nice for him to get a goal or assist or something like that on his birthday, wouldn't it? But yeah, he's fully vested in the Portsmouth game, so he will most likely play this game. And then I'm going to go with Martin Odegaard again, well vested. You know, I was tempted to bring in Eze, but don't know. He seems to have fallen out of favour a little bit, so I'm going to go with Odegaard. On the right, I'm going to go with Saka on the right wing. Going to go with Saka. You know, again, vested. I was tempted to bring in Madueke, but Saka was vested, so the logical option is to go with Bukayo Saka there. On the left, I'm going to go with Martinelli. Now, even if Trossard was fit, I would go with Martinelli because he scored a hat-trick, and, you know, obviously his confidence is going to be brewing, and you don't really want to disturb that, so absolutely go with him on the left wing. And then finally up front, I'm going to go with Victor Gyökeres. Don't think Havertz is ready to start yet. I thought Havertz looked good when he came on. Good Yin Cup play. But Gyökeres, still think Gyökeres does a lot of great work off the ball. You know, I'm still not giving up on him. I would like him to obviously be more of a finisher, be more of that run into the box type striker. We would like more goals to his game for sure. You know, I'm not blindsided by that, but I still back him. I still think there's a lot that he does for the team. You know, the space that he frees up for the wingers, that type of stuff, I think is very important. So it's good to have 3 different types of strikers. You have Jesus, the more pacey, technical one. Gyökeres, the one who'll free up space, the big powerhouse. And then you have Havertz, who's all about the Yin Cup play, you know, that sort of more false 9 role. So there's good options to have, but I'll go with Gyökeres in this game. My prediction, I'm going to go with a 1-1 draw, which again, away from home, I'm fine with. I think a 1-1 draw, after there's this 1-1 draw in the Premier League as well, coincidentally enough. But yeah, that doesn't make my decision for me. I just feel like a 1-1 draw. I'll say, let's go with Esteval for Chelsea, and we'll say Bukayo Saka. I think he's due one. Bukayo Saka. But that is it for this video. I do hope you enjoyed. If you did, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe button, share the video around. It's all greatly appreciated. Enjoy the football, enjoy the game, and yeah, come on, you Gunners. Don't let me down.